Okay, so I put on some Sinatra, some jazz, There's some Jennifer Holiday mixed in. So right now we're listening to a tune that's actually in Pow Joey. It's a movie. The Lady's Tramp is the name of the song. Anyway, Chapter 4, Nightmare Before Us. The air was thick with the smell of mildew and decay, the silence punctured by the unsettling creak of floorboards and the distant drips of water. As we moved deeper into the building, whispers seemed to slither from the shadows, chilling whispers that spoke of forgotten tragedies and lingering pain. This place gives me the creeps, Ellie whispered, her hand brushing against mine. I squeezed the hand reassuringly. We'll stick together. We'll be okay. Despite the unsettling atmosphere, a sense of camaraderie bloomed between us. We talked about our lives outside of Silent Hill, sharing stories of our hobbies, our dreams, our fears. Ellie spoke of her passion for photography, her love of capturing the beauty of the world through her lens. I told her about my childhood dream of becoming a musician, my fingers itching to play her guitar again. In a dusty drawer, we found 2 flashlights, their beams cutting through the oppressive darkness as we explored the apartments. We encountered a series of locked doors, each one bearing our path to the source of the building's evil. The first door was adorned with a strange symbol, a spiral with a dot in the center. We found the hidden key inside a hollowed-out book, its pages filled with cryptic symbols and disturbing drawings. The second door was guarded by a riddle, etched into the wood. What has an eye but cannot see? The answer, a needle. What found tucked inside a tattered sewing kit? The third door was locked with a combination lock. The code 314 was revealed in a series of photographs scattered throughout the apartments, each one depicting a clock frozen at a specific time. With each puzzle solved, each door unlocked, we descended deeper into the heart of the building. The whisper growing louder, the darkness more oppressive. Finally, we reached the basement door, its metal warped and twisted as if it was clawed by some unseen force. As we steeped into the basement, a wave of dread washed over us. The air was thick with a palpable evil. The silence broke only by the sound of our own ragged breathing, and then we saw him, Pyramid Head. He stood at the far end of the basement, his massive triangular helmet gleaming in the dim light. His butchered knife, stained with the blood of countless victims, dripped onto the concrete floor. He was a terrifying figure, an embodiment of guilt and punishment, a manifestation of all the darkness within me. Josh! Eli whispered, her voice trembling. What is that thing? He's a part of me, I said, my voice heavy as shame. A reflection of all the bad things I've done. A pyramid head, lungs, his knife slicing through the air. We dodged his attacks, our hearts pounding in our chest. I fired my handgun, the bullets ricocheting harmlessly off his helmet. Ellie swung her wooden plank, connecting with its leg, but he barely flinched. We fought with everything we had, our fear fueling our desperation. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Pyramid had retreated, vanishing into the shadows. The oppressive darkness that had permeated the basement lifted, replaced by the eerie calm. We stood there, panting and bruised, but victorious. The woodside apartments, though still abandoned and decaying, were free from the evil that had plagued them. 1 location down, 3 to go. As we made our way back to the street, a sense of accomplishment mingled with the lingering fear. We have faced our demons together, and we had emerged stronger, more ignited. As we emerged from the woodside apartments, a sense of relief washed over us. The air outside was fresh, the sunlight cutting through the fog and illuminating the desolate streets. We had faced our first challenge and emerged victorious. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the mist. It was Heather. She looked wary, her eyes etched with the weight of Silent Hill's darkness. You did it, she said, her voice filled with surprise and admiration. You purged the woodside apartments. Yeah, I replied, still catching my breath. It wasn't easy. I know, Heather said, nodding. It's getting harder out there. She paused, her gaze shifting between Ellie and me. You two, you're good together. You will get through this. We thanked her for the kind words and the supplies she had given us. Then she led to an abandoned gas station. Strange. A desolate outpost in the heart of Silent Hill. Inside, the air was stale, the shelves bare, but amidst the decay, we found a glimmer of hope. Heather had stashed a series of items essential for our journey. A sturdy crowbar, a first aid kit, and a map detailing the route of Brookhaven Hospital. You will need these, she said, handing out the supplies. The hospital is a dangerous place, but it holds the key to defeating the darkness. How do you know so much about this place? Ellie asked, curious. Heather hesitated, a shadow crossing her face. I spent a lot of time here. Ellie, too long. I've seen things that no one should ever see. We nodded, understanding the weight of her words. Be careful, she warned us. The hospital is a labyrinth of suffering, a place where nightmares come to life. With a heavy heart, we thanked Heather and bid her farewell. As we walked away, I couldn't shake the feeling that we were leaving a part of ourselves behind. Heather was a survivor, a warrior, and a friend. Her sacrifices, her unwavering determination would forever be etched into our memories. As we ventured deeper into Silent Hill, the fog grew thicker, the silence more oppressive, but we pressed on, guided by hope and fueled by the knowledge that we were not alone. With each step, we drew closer to our next challenge, the ominous Brookhaven Hospital. The Brookhaven Hospital loomed before us, a decaying monolith against the fog-shrouded sky. Its once pristine facade was now marred by cracks and crumbling plaster, its windows dark and empty. Despite its ominous appearance, the front doors were unlocked, inviting us inside.